What's good with y'all? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? We tuning in for another video. Not the happiest of news, as you can see by the title, but it's about this old boy right here. Made a discovery, and time to pull it. It's time to pull the engine, man. It's time to pull it. Remember I told y'all I'm turning over a new leaf. So I said I was originally gonna pull a sneak move, but I done did that before with Dolo, man, so it really ain't nothing to show. I just did that just to show people, you know, don't just fall in line with everything you see on the internet, cause even with grudge and no time, cause you can be tricky too. You can be sneaky with that stuff too, so you know. But I done that, so this is me being transparent to y'all. Like I said, man, I gotta pull it, but I'm gonna raise these doors up later on. I gotta run out. Handle some business, but I'm gonna raise these doors up later on, and you know, I'm gonna tell y'all what happened, what I discovered, show you what happened too, and I'm gonna tell you what the plans is. So stay tuned in for this. All right, BCG fam. So I did the intro to this video a few days ago, but man, it been hectic. I mean, we were scrambling and stuff. This is not really an action-packed video. It's not good news either. But it's just being transparent with y'all, and like I said, I wanted to do an update video so y'all know what's going on. So with Meech, matter of fact, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give wifey the camera right quick. We're gonna keep rolling this. She ain't gonna cut it. I'm gonna get it back, but I want her to show y'all. I want her to show y'all what's to it. So look. Wow. Start out, then walk around the back. Give it a second. You know, like we did the other day.
Oh, yeah.
See, know what I'm talking about. Y'all finna see. Finna fire it up. All right, so y'all, I don't know if y'all saw that. Could you see it good? Probably heat up, but yeah. I don't know if y'all saw that, but it's on the right side, on the passenger side. The exhaust is smoking like a train. Smoking like a train. When you get on it. So to take y'all through what that happened. It was last week, wasn't it? Yep. Last week, the beginning of the week, Teeny had a soccer game, so I drove this and took Teeny to the soccer game. We had to drive separate cars because Shell had other practice. They basically had practice things going on at the same time. So me and Teeny rode to Meech, and I'm driving. I say, these plugs is done. I had been telling wife, I said, this thing running a little rough, man. I mean, needs time for spark plugs, cause I run cold plugs in there all the time. But I changed the spark plugs. I start off on the driver's side, and I work from back to front, and then I go on the other side and work from back to front. So I went to the passenger side. I get to the last piston, which would be 2. and pull the plug out, which is in the house. The tip of the spark plug gone. I said, oh man. The day was over. I said, oh man, this ain't good. This ain't good. But basically, and we got a bore scope too, which you grab that bore scope. I need to show them anyway. In the bottom where all the Milwaukee stuff at. All of it in the bottom. But I bought a bore scope, which is a good tool to have anyway, just to further confirm. I already knew what happened. Once you see that, it's ugly. Sometimes it'll go out the exhaust, which that's what it did, but it's a hairline crack on the piston. So it did do something. That little bit of tip of the spark plug, it did do something. While yeah, you can bring the whole case. Yeah, you can just bring the whole case. They can see. It did do something while it was bouncing around in there, and it's the rings. That ring, man, the ring lands just got wore out. But you know, it's part of the game. But here go the bore scope. This is y'all know I love Milwaukee. This is a great tool too. But this is a bore scope. So what you do with this, obviously you can go down, take your spark plug out and run it down your spark plug hole. You can see your pistons and other things, and you know, things of that nature. It's got a good display, good camera and all that. So I bought a bore scope. It's just a good tool to have anyway. But the basically the engine hurt after 2 years, I mean, and many miles, street miles, nitrous hits, and it wasn't nothing with the tune-up, man. It just, I don't touch my cars. I mean, it was it. It's the piston rings, man. It's the tolerances and type of piston rings. So, which, like I said, I planned on, to be transparent with y'all, I planned on changing this up because Meech is not in what I would consider the final form. So what I do with engines is I put them mid-level, leave room for growth. Basically what I do, just like wifey's Cutlass, I mean, it's room for growth, man. It's two things that can be done in her car and a boost of power, probably about 40 horsepower. Two things that I could do that don't require taking the engine out. So that's how I do, man. And that's how I had Meech. I was like, man, I'm gonna change it. But now I gotta do it early, which, confession, I had already started buying stuff, man. I got stuff in the office. I got parts in the office. And what we was gonna do, nobody wasn't gonna know. It was gonna be a whole different combo, a completely different combination, and wasn't nobody gonna know. But now, since it happened, it's like, let's be transparent. And I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all too. We might as well take the hood off, I guess. I'm gonna show y'all, we had done something anyway, and I say we, cause me and wifey did do this. It was like a week of work. And it did boost the power. So I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all, which I done showed the engine anyway, but didn't nobody know. The vlog get the first look, man. I was gonna post on Instagram, Facebook, but the vlog channel get the first look. So that's what we had did. Now I ain't showed this engine much, so many people probably don't even know what I did. Y'all see all that right there? Man, it's a lot of different stuff. It's a few things different, but all that right there been changed. And I got a whole video I shot, a how-to, which it's like an hour-long video called Me and Wifey. It took us 5 days, and I mean, we was out here two in the morning. Some nights, called it just our schedule. We work out, we busy. So some night we talking about many 1, 2 o'clock in the morning nights getting this stuff done, cause it's tedious work. And when y'all drop the video, y'all will see because I wired everything. It went down a wormhole basically. So I had a mechanical fuel pump, water pump. So I ended up buying electric water pump just so I can use this bracket. We put the vacuum pump on there cause it needed it. Man, I'm talking about everything. This junk wasn't cheap. It wasn't cheap. Doing a lot of trip telling. We were back and forth to Summit, man. The video, and I done probably had this on here about 2 months now. Didn't nobody know. But this setup alone good for 30 to 50 horsepower to the wheel. And it made a difference. Believe me, I said, oh, this baby right. I had to change the catch can. We had to make these new lines up. And it took 2 people for this jump here. We had to make new lines. So we did all this. All this work y'all see, this clean cut job, we did all this. I had to change all this. We stripped the whole front. Bought this nice billet bracket and stuff. This a 3-vein. This a 3-vein Moroso vacuum pump with the regulator. Like I said, we did everything. We plumbed it, all of that. I got to shout out to Jesse, man. Jesse set my valve covers up. I had to buy these fittings and stuff. Jesse did do that because you have to drill and do that. So Lawless Street Cars set my valve covers up. And like I said, me and wifey did the rest. Plumbed it, installed, set the vacuum pump up. I had to wire that electric pump, so all of this, I had all this stuff took apart, man. I had to wire all that, the switch, and I'm such a neat freak. You have to see the video. I got the video. I filmed everything. I loomed everything. You can't even tell I've been in there. But all of that ran, man. We had stuff tore apart. We had to make this. I had to buy a high pressure vacuum hose, not vacuum hose, power steering hose to loop that. So we had to make that, man. We did some work. We did some work. So like in the end, said it is what it is. The engine got to come out. That's the problem side. You put the temp gun right there too. It's running. That cylinder is colder than the rest of them, which was the first thing I did. I put the temp gun. I said that cylinder cold, so I like the problem. But it's all good. The car probably, I say probably, I don't know, whatever the good Lord allow, but the car probably be down for the year, and it's only because of parts, because ain't nothing about this gonna be the same. I'm just being transparent. Like I had already started buying parts. I got parts in the office, though. I got parts in the office, so nothing about it is gonna be the same. Seriously, only one thing. Only thing gonna be the same is one thing on this engine, but everything else gonna be different. And like I said, the Confess 2, let y'all know this thing is 1,000 rear wheel horsepower. I'm just being transparent with everything. I told him to turn over a new leaf. Meech made 1,000 to the wheel. It's 1,000 rear wheel horsepower. Believe me, it makes 700 on motor. It make over 700 horsepower on motor on pump fuel, 93 octane. This thing makes 700, 703, 704, somewhere up in there. It probably better now. I got better transmission and stuff, lighter internals and all that, but 700 plus to the wheels on 93 octane, no race fuel, conservative timing. You can bump that number up if you give it some time and some race fuel in the main tank, and it's 1,000 plus on everything. And it probably more than 700 now because we put the vacuum pump on there. So it could be more 710, 715, somewhere up in there. Cause it made a difference. It definitely for sure picked it up. It's faster. But it's 1,000 plus rear wheel horsepower. So imagine what the new combo gonna be like. And for transparent reason, I estimate, and it's still gonna run on pump gas. It'll be 93 octane. But I estimate it's probably gonna put down 820 to 850 to the wheel on motor. Disco run. It's probably gonna put 820 to 850 on motor on 93 octane, based on the new combo, which I already got it mapped out. I got it laid out on paper. It's just getting everything. So the holdup is really gonna be the parts. Some of the stuff I got to wait. Like it literally won't ship out till a month later. So that's out of my power. Now my guy, the peoples I use to put my stuff together, which I only use two people for my engine biz, but I do my combo. People I use, if they got everything, they work fast. So once all the parts are in my possession, I mean everything, then the process will be fast. But what's gonna hold it up is waiting on parts, man. Like, it's just some stuff I can't get. So all in all, I just want to let y'all know, be transparent. That's what's going on with Meech. So Meech is gonna be down. I'm gonna be putting it right here in the front cause it's not gonna be moving. I'm not finna take it out right now because it cranks up. I can move it if I have to. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. It didn't bust the piston. It's mainly the rings. The rings are just really pretty much gone out of it, but the piston is still intact. It got a very hairline crack on it. But I could move it around and stuff to just smoke like a train. It's not gonna cause further damage. So I'm not gonna pull the engine yet because really once I pull it, I'm not gonna, everything will be different. So I'm gonna have some stuff for sale. Some nice stuff too. Very nice stuff. So, nah, I can't buy it right now. I ain't gonna buy it now. When I take it apart, then I say, I got it for sale. Just have your pockets ready. I'm gonna have heads for sale, probably pistons, crankset. Who knows? But y'all stay tuned, man. I appreciate everybody rocking with me. So this is an update for y'all with some, basically giving y'all some details, letting y'all know. So I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all later, BCG. We out.